Gonna do an oil change on my bike today. I got about 5,000 clicks on it. So we're gonna go through changing the oil. So I did my initial oil change at around 1,500 kilometers. I have about 3,700 kilometers on this. So I'll fire it up and wait till it's running warm, and then I'll rev it up a little bit just to speed up the process and circulate the oil through the cooler. From there, I'll get my 14 mil socket, go underneath the bike with the drain plug, which is right there, loosen that drain plug off. And this is extremely long drain plug, so it takes a little bit for it to come out. You're always anticipating when it's gonna come out. I like to stand up the bike on edge a little bit and then just drain the oil out to make sure everything gets out of there. I'll replace the drain plug gasket if necessary, clean her all up, put her back in, and then tighten her down, don't over tighten it. And then from there I'll come up, I'll take my 8 mil socket or ratchet wrench, and then I will remove the oil filter cover, let it drain out, and remove the bolts, remove the cover off there. There's a little spring and O-ring gasket in there, just make sure that that stays in place. Then I'll remove the filter out of the filter housing, and from there I like to stand up the bike and ensure that I drain all the oil that comes out of the oil cooler, and just to make sure that all of that oil is actually getting out of the system. Once that's done, I will clean up that mounting surface where the oil filter cover goes on. I'll put the oil filter on, make sure you put the hole in the right spot. From there, I will put the cover back on, change the O-ring if necessary, make sure that you orientate everything properly, tighten it up, but don't over tighten the bolts as they can strip fairly easy. Clean it all up. I use Motul 5100 1040 semi-synthetic oil. It's shown on here about 1,200 mils. I found when you drain the cooler and everything, it's about 1.2 to 1.3 liters. Add that oil, make sure you got oil in the crankcase, start it up, circulate the oil, and then adjust accordingly. Make sure you check for leaks and take her for a ride and enjoy the bike.